Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a month since I updated you guys on my year-long project plan where I constantly work on 10 products and switch them out every time that I use them up. So I constantly have 10 items that I'm working on, and I'm trying my best to update this monthly, even though sometimes I feel like what's the point because I'm not really going anywhere or doing much. But I still wanted to share the little changes slash progress that I have made on my 10 items. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. We all know that no one's going out, and if we do go out, we're wearing masks. So lip product, lip product, lip product. It's not really being worn. So what's the point in updating you in that if I've literally probably only put it on once since my last update. Now I do have one more lip product if you have been keeping count. I have 1, 2, 3, I have 4 and I only threw 3. So this is the ColourPop lipstick in Lumiere, and I have been using this but not as a lipstick. I've actually been using this as a cream blush, so that way whenever, I don't know, I'm doing my makeup for either filming or for my Zoom sessions, which I do online school, and you know, at the beginning I was turning on my camera because, you know, I wanted to feel somewhat normal and I wanted the professors to feel normal, and I always was one of the 1-2 students that had their cameras on. But ever since I got a puppy, yeah, I kind of play with the puppy during class time. So I will be filming a video dedicated to the new puppy, but it's a little bit of adjusting and I'm not quite adjusted yet, so I don't feel comfortable putting out anything about that yet. I kind of want to film like a day in my life with a puppy and like stuff like that, but haven't reached, like, we haven't quite gotten a routine down yet just because it's still so new and we're working with the other dog kind of not being depressed and jealous. So yes, so I have been using, long tangent, I have been using Lumiere as a cream blush. I don't even know how I want to measure this because I clearly don't know how to measure, especially because it's slanted and I don't remember how I measured it at the beginning of the year. But that's how much I have left. I have, if I were to put it next to a finger, I don't even have a finger I can measure it to. Trying to find out like what type of measurement I could do. So if I go from this tip and bring it down, it basically gives me a unibrow of a lipstick. Alright, I'm just gonna measure it like that. See how much I can get out of it. Who knows if I'll ever be able to wear it as a normal lipstick. I'm wearing just the lip liner that's in this project right now, but you know what? Let's aim to finish just this one by the end of the year. That's my goal. I honestly keep forgetting to use this. Like, this is way too expensive just to wear for like nothing. So I honestly, like, I try to use it when I remember to, but I kind of feel like, I don't really want to use it just for like school sessions, and then sometimes like I still get ready for school like every time, but whether I turn my camera on or not, that's a different like situation, and then, you know, the quality isn't the best, so like you can't see the glow that this gives. So I honestly haven't been using it, and I feel like this is gonna be an interesting year for projects, use it ups. I don't know if they have like the same mentality for me as I do. Like, some people like put on makeup to feel normal. That's not normal for me-ish. Like, I can go without makeup, but you know, I'm trying to make life feel as real as possible in regards to school because that is my life, and getting ready is a part of that. So yeah. Last update, I did switch out my perfumes. I did include the La Vanilla perfume rollerball. I've only used it like a couple of times, not gonna lie. I've just been focusing on my body sprays more. So the silver line, which is kind of hard to see, is where I started, and the black line is where it is now. So again, only a couple uses, and I only like really apply this on my arms and maybe just a little bit here. But again, I'm not really going anywhere, so I'd rather use my body sprays than like perfume, because perfume is pricey, but at least I'm still using it every now and then. My boyfriend will be visiting in a couple weeks, So I'll definitely be wearing like more makeup and more perfume and all of that stuff. So yeah, hopefully, you know, by next update, the one after this, there's more progress in my items. Can you even see my piercings? I got my seconds, guys. Did it myself. Honestly, that's, yeah, go to a professional, but if I was broke, so I did it myself. But I did it as best as I could. Didn't use a piercing gun. Used gloves, sterilized everything. Had real, like, needles. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about my eyeshadow palette. I haven't hit pan or finished anything yet, but I am making a couple of changes. But as in like progress, if anything, I think I have probably expanded the pan in the Urban Decay Naked 3's eyeshadow in, I want to say it's Burnout, but it already had pan, so I just really expanded this. And I think by next update, this one, which is Makeup Geek Creme Brulee or something, I don't know what it's called actually. I don't even think it has the name on it on the back. Oh, Beaches and Cream. Yes, it did have. I'm pretty sure that one's gonna have pan next time. I use it every time I put on makeup as a eyeshadow as a transition shade, and I could just tell the way that how deep the dip is. I'll probably hit pan on that. However, I am going to be getting rid of a Nooner, which is from the Naked 3 palette, and that's because, first of all, like, it creases. Like, this eyeshadow is so old. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that there's no shadow in my face. This eyeshadow is so old that, like, the mattes aren't really holding up that well. Burnout is still fine, and I usually build it up anyways, but Nooner, like, I just don't like it. And I also have this one from Viseart that is basically the same, and oh my god, this is bothering me. This one from Viseart, this is basically the same as Nooner, and it's a lot fresher and it's a better quality. So I'm gonna be getting rid of this one. I'm just throwing it away because there's no point. It's old, it doesn't work. It always creases, and why do you want that when you have another one? So why am I gonna make myself work harder for two shades that are practically the same? I am going to be including this other one from Makeup Geek. This is from a Manny MUA / Makeup Geek collab. It's in Cosmopolitan. I don't know if that's like in, oh my god, I don't know if that's like in the regular line. That's the only time I've ever purchased Makeup Geek anything. But when I was working on the other eyeshadow palette that I had, the Stila one, there was a shadow very similar, so I didn't think it was worth it to have both of them since I had this palette and the Stila palette with me at all times. So I had taken this one out, but because I did declutter that because it got yucky in the last update, I'm gonna be putting this one in just so it's also getting used. I just kind of have to find space for it somewhere. I'll have to play around. Okay, good, it fits. So now I'm just working on another shadow. Finishing all of this is probably unrealistic, but you know, I want to get my use out of it, and we'll see how much progress I can make till the end of the year. In last update, I also added the Urban Decay Stay Naked. I practically put this on every time that I'm filming or I am doing Zoom, if I'm not like just a fast layer, or if I'm gonna see someone, or if I want to look nice. This is what I'm wearing. It's thick. I don't really like it, so even though I said all of these scenarios, I haven't used it like a whole ton, so I've only made a little bit of progress. That first black line is when I put it in, and then that second black line is where it is now. I am wearing it today, but I am starting to mix it with a different foundation. When I was in California, I did get a tan / I did get burned, so my body is a little bit darker. It's been a month and I've been exfoliating, so it's not as dark anymore since I haven't like been out in the sun. But my foundations are a little bit too light, so I have been mixing it with a darker one, so not using a lot of product as I normally would because I'm using a darker foundation. But you know, it's going. It's not my favorite. I'm doing the best to make it work, but you know, I spent my money on it and I want to use it up. Up next, we have the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I've basically almost expanded to the next spring. and just have like a little bit just to have like that whole ring taken up. My goal is to try to finish this by the end of the year. I don't know if that's really gonna happen. Maybe I can amp it up by using it as eyeshadow, but then I have all of these other eyeshadows, so I'm just taking a little bit of time. I do apply this every time I'm wearing makeup, just as a natural type of contour. That's all I can say. I've used an entire one of this and most of another one. Doesn't smell like chocolate anymore because of how old, and they also don't have this packaging, and also they have a lot less product now in them, which I think is kind of better because there was a lot of product in tightly packed, so then you can use it up before it goes bad. But you know, obviously the price is still the same, and I think they might have raised it by a couple of dollars because of inflation. Last and not least, to make this 10 items, we have the famous Chanel Tan de Soleil, and I say famous here on my videos because it just is. Progress on this is pretty dramatic, I'm not going to lie. I think this is gonna be the most dramatic one for a little bit, just because I've basically cleared out a lot of product. The hole is definitely a lot larger than it was last time. Yeah, I'm not wearing it today, but depending on how other life situation stuff will go in the next couple of months, kind of will decide my hunt for my replacement for the Chanel Tan de Soleil. I'm not going to purchase the new version because it's not the same that Chanel came out with. I don't know why they did that, but I've been preaching to the choir for a while about this situation. So yeah, I have a couple of different products I want to try in mind, but I don't want to do it yet just because there's so much product left. Maybe when we reach the point where it's only half of this, I'll start that new, I don't know, little mini series with you guys, see if we can find something compatible. I am doing my research now because I don't want to just buy every single like cream bronzer and see which one's the most similar. I really want to buy good ones, and I don't want to have like 50 cream bronzers just to find one similar one, because that's just wasteful. I could do that if I wanted to, but then what am I going to do with all the other ones? Like, I'm not going to return them, I'm just going to throw them away. So I'm doing my research of which ones I want to try, see how it is like similar wise, texture wise, color wise, longevity, and just how it makes you look. So I'm researching that so I can eventually start it once we are down to the last bit of my precious, and we'll have a dedicated funeral to her. You guys are all invited. We can probably make it a live stream, I don't know. But that is my update. I hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys all in my next one.